Hi viewers. Today we have Amit Tiwari and he is an engineer and a Symbiosis alumni. He will be sharing his scoop today with all of us. So hi Amit, how are you?
Hi, sir. I'm doing good. Currently, I'm based out of Nashik, so quite away from the pandemic that is going on. But yeah, I'm happy and all fit and fine.
Awesome, awesome. So which company have you joined?
So I've joined Armstrong Machine Builders. A lot of your viewers might not know what the company is all about, but it is specifically into warehouse automation and intralogistics, all the conveyors, pulleys that you see, forklifts, and all this machineries that has been working in the warehouse. We are the ones who manufacture them. So we are India's leading intralogistic firms.
Wow, great, great. Sounds good. And what is your role?
So I am sales manager here. After completing my MBA from SIBM Pune into sales and marketing, I joined as key accounts manager here. So I'm yet to know what my account is going to be, but sales manager is something that I will be looking forward to here.
Nice. So can you tell us about more about SIBM and why you chose sales and marketing as a specialization?
So yeah, every candidate when he or she is trying to prepare for their aptitude exam, they try to categorize their colleges into three things: aspirational, realistic, and backup. So for me, SIBM fell into the category of realistic. Colleges were there for me, but due to my own scores, I could not possibly reach there. That is why SIBM was a very focused choice for me. Why sales and marketing is particularly very special question that people keep asking, because I had experience into operations and supply chain, and then you all of a sudden shift to sales and marketing. First reason is when I was working in SR, I was in constant touch with the retail and marketing team over there. So I was the one who used to facilitate their demands. So if they tell me, you have to move this much amount of product from one place to other place, why is that product moving from there to there, is something which always intrigued me. Whether why should I send this quantity to only this petrol pump and so on, this quantity to this customer. I wanted to understand the numbers game over there. And all the people in retail and marketing, they specifically had a specialization degree or else an MBA degree into sales and marketing. And that is my first spark where I understood, I should do sales and marketing. And that is how I decided to take up an MBA or else a sales and marketing.
Nice. And obviously, in first year, you must have went through finance and HR subjects.
Yeah.
So how were you able to cope up with the finance related topics? I am sure it would be something out of box,
Yeah. So
not
what
at all
happens
related
is,
with engineering.
so one thing that is unique about SIBM Pune is that they'll ask you to choose your specialization in the first couple of months. But then you still have to go through that rigmarole of taking up subjects which are HR, finance, and operations. Somehow students find it easy to deal with HR and operations subject, but finance is the pain point of most of the engineers who do not know a lot about subject like finance accounting or its management accounting. So for us it was, we were fortunate to have faculties that were external and used to come down to the campus and teach us. As well as SIBM Pune always has this boon of where they have this mix of crowd where you get commerce students, there are CA students, and peer-to-peer learning is something which you have to rely on thoroughly. Even when you go for your GE pivot or else your first day at SIBM Pune, when the director is trying to speak to you, he will always explain that it is always going to be that Pareto principle. 80% of the learning will happen through peer-to-peer learning. So 20% of which is going to be academics and probably guest lectures and all. But 80% of entire course is why you're doing MBA. Yeah. So my finance coping up mechanism was when I was talking to all of the friends. There were friends who helped me out during the examination, terminal exams, as well as the end semester exams.
Nice, great. And can you give certain insights about SIBM which a student would be knowing, which only a student of SIBM would be knowing?
Yeah. So as an aspirant, one never really thinks about why I should join this college and what could be a particular reason that this college would be a best fit for me. So for those students who are thinking about SIBM Pune, I have four exclusive pointers for them. Yeah. First pointer is its exclusive student-driven culture. There are 9 council teams, 6 special interest groups, And all these council teams and special interest groups are moreover working on self-managed basis. Something which Narendra Modi proposes now is already been done at SIBM Pune. There is a
Okay.
aspirant relations team, alumni team, SECC, RSDT, CIT, SMT. I'm sorry if I'm missing out on any, but all these teams really work hard to bring the the campus experience for the students. Second most important point that a student should consider while joining SIBM Pune is the amount of corporate competitions that has been doled out to this institute. Uh, it is the institute which has been doing well in corporate competitions right from the last 2 years. So last year we were third best competitive B school. Last year again we did well in the corporate competitions, and all through this time and timeline, we are trying hard that more and more corporates come to the campus and give students an experience of business management. You're really there to understand how you should manage a business, and that is what a case competition does to you. Third important point is the alumni base. Most of the colleges out there who might be up in terms of rankings, in terms of what you say, how a student perceives it, but none of them, well, most of them are not as old as SIBM Pune. There are definitely institutes which were prior to SIBM Pune, I wouldn't deny that, but a 1978 established institute will definitely have a lot of alums. There are over 6,000 alums out there in the market right now, and some these alums are very helpful when you reach out to them in order to understand how their career has been. They even take the pain to come down to the campus for guest lectures and share their learnings with you. So when you have this kind of an alum base at various CXO positions, senior leadership position, you know that you have some advantage over other institutes. And SIBM Pune is obviously the top-notch brand in the Symbiosis umbrella. The fourth important point is very unique to this campus, and probably there are one or two other campuses doing it, is a course called Innovation and Entrepreneurship, wherein there is a special batch of 40, 60 odd students who are there just to, have a business idea in mind and get it started. When you meet these students, there is always going to be some kind of knowledge sharing. Obviously, you'll have to attach yourself to the right kind of students to understand the insights of what they are thinking and why they are going to do business. Because a lot of students now, somewhere or the other, dream of becoming an entrepreneur. So these are four key insights which comes to SIBM Pune only when a student is there.
Wow, great, great. This was really big. Okay, let's go a bit in flashback and let us understand about your preparation for the entrances. So you went through CAT, you went through
Yeah.
SNAP, you went through the GDPI process, which is pivot process, and GE or GD, which is conducted at different colleges. So can you brief about your experience with the viewers?
Yeah, so I'll break this down into, so I understand this is two question part. One is where I was preparing, and then one comes to the SIBM Pune. So when I started preparing, it's very important for a student to understand, what is his weak area, his or her weak area, and it is quite natural to have all the uh, all the categories as a weak area also. But there is no denying that, you as a professor, you have seen so many students. You, if you are able to work hard, if you're ready to work hard, you'll sail through. So for me, I understood that, since I had an engineering background, I had some kind of foothold over quantitative aptitude and DILR, but I really needed to work hard on the English comprehension, reading comprehension part of it. So I made it a routine there when I was preparing about 3 RCs a day, going through editorial sections of Indian Express as well as Hindu, and I did it religiously in order to get some kind of good score. Second part, when it comes to preparation, is you understand the paper pattern of the exam. So SNAP has a unique paper pattern when compared to other exams, and then there is no time boundedness. So if you have a strong section, you can always attack your strong section and get the maximum out of that paper. As a boon again to the students, Snap decided to remove the general awareness section, which was there at our time. I had
Right.
to also keep track of all the GK and the happenings around me. Students these days don't need to. My experience with GE Pivot at SIBM Pune. So GE is basically so the panel, the admission panel at SIBM Pune always decide, has this discussion ki is bar ka GE, what we will do in this year's GD. For me, it was a case study wherein there was a business case given to you, and students who were there in the discussion group had to assume a role of a marketing manager, also operations manager, finance manager, and then HR manager, and we had to, as a group, attack the problem that was given in the case study. So this was my GE, a case study discussion. VAT was particularly what came out of that discussion for us. So if whatever the major point is that you think you can recall from the discussion was my VAT. And then when it comes to PI is generally a bouquet kind of a questions. So you know that the questions around tell me something about yourself, what are your strengths and weaknesses, what is your going to be biggest achievement, those questions will be thrown at you. One of the biggest questions that was thrown at me is, what are your three biggest life learnings, and how do you think those learnings are going to help you achieve your dreams, not just in SIBM Pune, post SIBM Pune also. So I think every student has to be ready for those kind of questions which can be directed at you, and it's very easy to tackle those questions. You just have to take 5 seconds or 10 seconds of your time to think about it. Another important part that comes to SIBM Pune is the extempo. So you get a word before you go inside an interview, where you have to speak about those words for about 4 or 5 statements, or else a 1 minute, whatever the interview panel asks you to do. So the extempore part is also a good chunk of your interview. This was my experience through GEPI VAT, and I think I should thank aspirant relations team of SIBM Pune for making it a smooth process, because these guys are working from November, December, all the way. So any institute will do that, but they do coffee with SIBM. They do all those processes. They answer your query on various platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and then if someone is trying so hard to work for you, I'm sure that you're going to say through. You just have to take care of the initial part of it.
So great. So SIBM is testing from each and every angle. Aptitude, earlier it was GK, then PI VAT, extempore, etc.
Yeah.
Okay, great. It was great talking with you, Amit. And thank you for all the insights and sharing your scoop with all the viewers. We wish you a very good luck for your future endeavors and for your future career. So take care and stay healthy.
Same to you, sir, and same to all the viewers who are going to be watching this video. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye bye.